I think the 21st century is a really important time for talking and studying questions related to geopolitics. The reason it's interesting is because a lot of the historical power players like Russia and China are reasserting themselves. After World War II, we had the Cold War, and after the Cold War, we just had several decades of peace where we were focused on economics rather than politics, and now politics are reasserting themselves. And this reassertion, what does it mean for us? Broadly, what it means is that the world is going to have several big countries who all want to assert themselves. Not just the US, not just Europe, just several countries, or several large countries and global regions. And this could be bad. So some of the reassertion is really negative. Historically, when we think about the Soviet famine and how that played out in the Soviet Union, and particularly in Ukraine, when we look around today and we see what's going on with the war in Ukraine, these are all examples, negative examples of big countries asserting themselves politically. But there can also be positive examples of cooperation. We've seen that in the past, and hopefully we'll see more of this in the future. And the key to studying this, why should economists talk about it and policymakers talk about it, is that we need to really have a better and deeper understanding of what conditions and what type of conversations can facilitate the positive cooperation, and how do we avoid the negative ones. And the three big countries that on my map are Russia, China, the US, in whatever order you want to put them in. But Europe also has a really important role to play. Europe together is very large economically and politically, and more importantly, Europeans have already gone through the experience of going from indisputable leaders of the world to countries that had to work as equal partners with other countries. So Europeans can really use that experience, both the political, economic, and even the emotional experience, to help facilitate this conversation that's so important for determining the future of the world.